Hello, this is Faith at Faith and Books, and I'm going to do a quick update, and I mean it, it's going to be quick. I just finished with Kate Howe's Read Along Most Victorian, is that what it's called? It's a book club, and we finished, we were discussing a book we read, The Romance of the Shop by Amy Levy, so that was interesting, but I got permission from Kate Howe herself to DNF this because I just can't stand Victor Hugo. Even though the story itself is really, really compelling and his writing is beautiful, I think I need to read the abridged version because I can't stand him when he's pontificating at me. And it's just it's just become this black cloud over me. It's making me not want to read. I didn't have a good reading week. And a lot of it's due to this. So I've been wanting to read the unabridged version, for decades, and I finally got around to it. This has been sitting on my bookshelf for 10, 12 years. And I think I'm just going to say no. I'm going to watch the movie. And maybe I'll get around to reading the abridged version. But for now, I think I'm going to say goodbye to Mr. Hugo. I find him most irritating. So, great writer, really irritating in the way he interjects all his blow-baited opinions. So, goodbye to you. Then what I am enjoying, sorry, I'm reaching down to the floor to get the books. I'm really enjoying reading Purgatorio. I love this translation. It's beautiful. I just finished the 10th canto, and I just think this is beautiful. It's beautiful writing. I remember I read it like a year ago in the spring, and I remember reading a different translation, and I would read it in the afternoons. It was, COVID, and we were all home and really frightened at that point. And I remember my son had been furloughed. He was kind of depressed. And my daughter had come home from school, and my son, who lives at home but goes to school, suddenly his classes were online. So everybody was here. And in the afternoons, I had time to lie down on the sofa, and I would just read. And I remember looking out the window, and the trees were all starting to bloom. It was so beautiful. I couldn't believe how beautiful it was. And yet this plague, was traveling around the world. And I remember reading this then. Reading this now, I remember how beautiful I found it then. It was as beautiful as the spring, hope in spite of the fear of the plague and the sorrow of the plague. So it was kind of an appropriate time to read about purgatory. So I'm really enjoying this a lot, this second read. And I'm looking forward to seeing Tom L.A. Books. He just put out a second video on Canto 2 in Purgatorio. So I'm looking forward to watching that. And let's see, and I'm still reading Strength to Love in my Christian book club, and it's excellent. It's really excellent. We have really fruitful, provocative, heartfelt discussions. It's quite a good experience. I'm really enjoying this, Strength to Love by Martin Luther King. And what else? Oh, I forgot to bring my, Kindle over. I am reading the Beatrix Potter Cottage Tales, The Mystery of Holly Howe, enjoying them very much. I don't know how far I am in, maybe 40%, something like that, but I'm really enjoying it. It's really well written, really cleverly done. Just a really nice, cozy, but intelligent and clever mystery. So I'm really enjoying that one. And then I left it over there, but I got the Tom L.A. Books, sent me the link to his graphic novel that he adapted called Faith and Science, and I'm planning on reading that. I might do that in June. Now that I'm freed up from Les Miserables, maybe I'll get to it sooner. But I also have another, I'm not a graphic novel reader, but that's a graphic novel that I want to read. Oh, hold on, I'm making a video. Can you wait a second? Okay, I'll be right there. I also have this graphic novel that I want to read. This is in English, but the woman that lives with us is from Cote d'Ivoire, which is where this book is from. And she's got the French one. I think this is a few of the volumes, a couple of the volumes, maybe 3. She only has the first one in French, but we're gonna read it, and then I'm gonna interview her. So I'm looking forward to reading this too. A lot of slamming doors around here. And let's see, did I show off this? I got this for Mother's Day. No waste organic gardening. From my son, that was great. I think I showed this one. I want to read this at some point too, see what I think of him. And then I did a couple more impulse buys. It's that drugstore that's in my town that has really good books. And you walk in, and the first thing you see are the books, and you have to walk past them to get to the counter to get your prescription. So it's really clever of them to put it there. Anyway, so I got this one, and then A Woman of No Importance, The Untold Story of the American Spy Who Helped Win World War II. So those are my hauls. So these are my current haul books, and these two. And then, and the other thing is, in my Read a Bible in a Year, we just finished 2 Samuel, which I found really interesting. I really like the Old Testament. And we finished 1 Chronicles, and so now we're on to 1 Kings and 2 Chronicles. So moving through the Bible, I've never been so consistent. I think today was day 147, and I have listened and read the Bible every single day. So that's just amazing for me. So, okay, I won't bother to show you anymore. That is a quick update, and I guess I'll talk to you later. Bye. Happy reading.